Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's weekly wisdom for December 25th, 2021 through till January 1st, 2022. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. Now, I'd like to welcome back my loyal subscribers. It's wonderful to be in your energies again. And if you have found Claire Candy Hoff YouTube channel for the first time, if you're listening and watching for the first time, let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm a Reiki master teacher, having attuned hundreds and hundreds of Reiki master teachers and Reiki practitioners around the world in the last 20 years, either in my beautiful office here in Santa Monica, California, or online. And I'm an intuitive counselor, as I said, a spiritual teacher, psychic, clairvoyant, tarot card reader. I also do past life clearings and also ancestral healings. And as I mentioned, I do have a number of #1 Amazon International bestsellers. If you want to find out more about my services and my award-winning books, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. And that number to phone is 831-277-3716. And do remember, it's Pacific Standard Time. Now, I'd also like to send a big thank you to all of those who have made donations through my PayPal account for my free weekly content. One subscriber who donated said, "Greetings, Claire Candy, Angel Ariel. I would like to send you a donation offering as your divine messages have been instrumental in my healing over the past few months. So if you have received clarity and direction, motivation, enlightenment, perhaps inspiration, and would like to contribute, I've left my PayPal link in the description box below." So before we touch any oracle cards, before we go to any tarot cards, let's do as we do every week by looking at the celestial heavens. Let's look into those astrological planetary effects to see what effect those energies are having upon us. We are still under the powerful energies of the December 21st solstice, and it's that those energies are heralding a rebirth, a new beginning, a whole new era of light here on planet Earth. And these energies will be with us until December 28th. And it's kind of like a changing of the guard on that date because we are in for a magical time indeed. We will experience then Jupiter entering Pisces. And while many people know Jupiter to be a planet of expansion, of good fortune, of prosperity and abundance, it's also very much the planet of truth. And if there's several words that the posse of angels started off telling me at the beginning of this YouTube was truth and justice, and finally seeing the tangible results of the light being brought onto the planet. So, with Jupiter ruling things like knowledge, education, and the law, it has a vast influence on the combined coherence of people actually coming together in agreement on what is morally right. I mentioned in last week's radio show, and that's in my Angel Healing House Blog Talk radio show that airs every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I mentioned on the show that no matter what one's beliefs and no matter what one's choices are, the powerful energy of integrity and truth has been building up steadily over this past year of 2021, and it's in a highly charged state of demanding justice and the collective now has the built up energy in order to take action. Those words are truth, justice, and taking action. With the energies of the conscious collective solely locked upon justice now, to anyone who knowingly would cause another person harm, Jupiter in Pisces is no longer looking at any fear-based scenarios of unconstitutional restrictions or forced mandates, but its energies has us focusing on what works individually and collectively by taking back our sovereign, powerful, divine, inherent rights, which then opens us to a world of infinite possibilities to liberate ourselves. That's right, nobody ever restricted us. It was we who restricted ourselves. When Jupiter is in Pisces, it feels like magic. It feels like magic is everywhere as it restores our faith and optimism. Now, the posse of angels is sharing that what we will be seeing on the planet as we steadily move through 2022 is the tangible physical manifestation of the magic of God's divine intervention like we have never seen it before. And the posse of angels and I, well, we don't make a lot of predictions, but we want to say it's going to be a very different world by the time April, May of 2022 rolls around. And I'm going to be speaking about the posse of angels predictions for 2022 in my upcoming Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio show. And the last one for December is on December 30th. So here we are, one day before Christmas and in the middle of the holiday season, when consumerism is probably at its all-time high. And many people are racing around all over the place looking for that last-minute perfect gift. If we don't celebrate the holidays, many on the planet have been subject to the constant programming and bombardment by TV and movies and music telling us what to buy, how to be cool and popular, and how to reflect wealth and success. Whether this was by driving the latest model car, sporting in-fashion designs, drinking chic designer water, or wearing the classiest of fragrances, while the message behind the advertising push was that unless we acquire these things, we were in essence a nobody. Everyone, I remember years ago, from 1990 through 2010, when Oprah Winfrey would do her program around Christmas time, and she called that show My Favorite Things, when she would tout, peddle, and extol the virtues of name brand gifts for the holidays, and then everyone in the audience would receive whatever she was praising. When I watched these shows, I looked on quizzically as the audience was whipped up into a frothing, screaming frenzy over, oh my gosh, a designer handbag, a teacup and saucer service for one, a watch with a ribbon band with the designer's logo stamped on it, a fuzzy plush robe from a five-star hotel, and many more not-so-random items, as I'm sure that Miss Winfrey received one or more of these gifts for the mere mention and inclusion in this program, and I would surmise the receipt of a hefty monetary thank you from the companies for helping them to push their products. Now, having been programmed to get our sense of delirium and our hit of happiness by purchasing something new, we find that our initial high wears off, and we need to go back to the stores and online to get our next jolt of joy. This is interesting in a well-publicized research study that surveyed 3,360 lottery winners 5 years after their win of $100,000 or more. The end conclusion was that their lottery wins brought them no closer to experiencing happiness. In fact, many of them quoted that the big win brought them so many headaches from jealous family and friends who continually asked them for money. If material wealth isn't the answer, the posse of angels wish to address why. Why the world got so far off track, and it even gave birth to the well-known bumper sticker, "He who dies with the most toys wins," which then gave birth to the follow-up bumper sticker, "He who dies with the most toys still dies." We even have had enormously wealthy people who have garnered fame and fortune and success, like the actor Jim Carrey, who said, "I think everyone should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so that they can see that it's not the answer." At this very commercial time of the year, the posse of angels is sharing with us that the best things in life are not things. And the reason that they know this with 100% certainty is they have seen countless souls who cross from the physical to the non-physical in spirit, and they stand before the etheric council as they both go over the contract that they wrote for that incarnation in their book of life. No longer attached to money and the material world, the only things that they have been able to bring with them across the veil is their energies. And no matter how much wealth people accumulated and amassed, what they speak and share about most when they stand in front of the etheric council about their life is the memories that they garnered through their experiences. And with so much of our programming to believe to get our identity from what we have, many are often caught in a vicious cycle of accumulating more and feeling less and less satisfied and divorced from the very reason we chose to incarnate in the first place. And that reason is to learn from the limitless experiences that we can have in physical form. In fact, and they're adding, that the more we seek to be adventurous and curious about life and open to discover more and more about other cultures and places, then life takes on a whole new palette of colors in which we can paint the portrait of our lives. It is in this way, variety becomes the spice of life. Now, the posse of angels can't tell you how many times they've witnessed somebody standing in front of the etheric council going over the life they just lived and the deep regrets for all the things that they did not allow themselves to do. And they've heard the whole gamut of excuses, like, "I didn't do such and such, because I was too old. I didn't have the right certification. Because of my gender. Maybe you didn't do something because you were a woman in a man's world. I didn't do it because I was not pretty enough, or I was not smart enough," and on and on and on, when the universe does not speak in excuses. It only speaks in infinite possibilities. Now, the posse of angels is reminding us that we are here in physical form to grow by learning. So in many ways, the best things in life aren't things, they are experiences. With the great awakening on the planet, with so many taking back their powerful, sovereign, inherent rights of being free, the posse of angels is reminding us to take a look back over not only 2021, but 2020, and to never ever forget what it felt like to restrict ourselves. And they are pointing out that we were never restricted. We restricted ourselves. Perhaps this will be the impetus for making a real concerted effort to create more new experiences and more memories that we will have to regale and delight the etheric council with when we are going over our book of life, when we eventually cross over, rather than just standing there feeling remorse and regret for all the things that we didn't allow ourselves to do and to have more experiences. Now, the posse of angels wish to remind us all that the intangible, the miraculous, the magical, and the inexplicable are not things. They are feelings. Feelings like utter joy, unconditional love, surprise, amazement, wonder and enchantment, passion, and a hunger and thirst of curiosity to engage with and throw ourselves in the dance of life to make more memories, not just as observers on the sidelines or by watching someone else's journey on the Adventure Channel, but by really living it. Now, the posse of angels is suggesting that we add something to our holiday lists. They suggest that we add the promise that in the new year and the years to come, we will give the gift of having more experiences to ourselves. For the best thing in life is giving and not having. You've been listening to me, Claire Candy Huff, Angel Ariel, here on Walking Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom. I try to post every Saturday, but since Christmas is falling on a Saturday this year, I am going to be uploading it one day previously. So let's go to our tarot cards and let's go to the oracle cards to see what other messages come in for us. First up is the Yogic Path by Sahara Rose. And the card that popped up for us today was the card of the Brahma. This has come up on a number of occasions, and it's the god of creation. Now, it's a time to create. Remember, those those words that they were giving us were truth, justice. Well, if you want to add another one, it's integrity. Truth, which is kind of like truth. Truth, justice, integrity, and taking action. But this is the card of creation. It's time to create. The creator of the universe and all beings have come to tell you that now it's the time to bring forth that which you are most passionate about. Now is the time to plant that seed into the earth, to take action and nurture your passions, your creativity, and who you authentically are. As the old 3D world is becoming a vague memory now, it's falling away. What will you be creating in your new reality, in this new year of 2022? Take some time between now and the beginning of January 1st, 2022, to really give that consideration. You're not here by happen chance. You were always sent here or co-created to be here to bring forth your special brand of wisdom, your special gifts and talents, and to create that really important puzzle piece for this new era of light. And there you go. There's that Brahma, that God of creation. So, yeah, sort of take some time. A lot of people do have time off during the holidays, and just consider, and get excited about what it is that you want to create and share with the rest of the world. I'm going to a deck, and the posse of angels reminded me that this deck was hidden so far down in my desk, and shows me I really do need to clean my desk out. But this was in the Fairies Oracle, and when I shuffled, this is a card that popped out, and this card is called Penelope Dreamweaver, and this is the card 28, which is a one card. A one card is about new beginnings, just like the solstice. It's about rebirth. It's about new starts in life. All of those things. And Penelope Dreamweaver has come in today because she wants to for us to seek visions and get inspiration. A couple of words about Penelope Dreamweaver are inspiration, magical dreams, and visions. So she does want us to start really visualizing and imagining what it is, the life that we want to live in 2022, about a world of light, about a world of truth, not just in our dreams, but for us to get ready to step into those new roles. In this magical time, Spirit has something wonderful to offer each and every one of us, but it's up for us to open up to receive and to catch these miracles and bring them into our reality. But the first thing we have to do is to believe that it's possible. It is possible to live where you want to live, to do work and to serve in the way that financially remunerates your gifts and your talents and your abilities, and to work with like-minded people in great situations. All of that is possible. So Penelope Dreamweaver is coming in, and she's assuring us that with those visualizations and that inspiration we give it, that they will become a reality. So there you go. That's the Fairies Oracle. When I went to my Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, this one popped out, and it's the Tree of Illumination. Now, they don't even want me to read from this, but the words here are truth, revelations, and understanding. Now, where we are as a collective is we've healed so much. I'm just getting shivers down my legs. We've healed so much, and we've cleansed and cleared, and we've forgiven, and many of us in the collective have taken back our powerful, sovereign, independent natures. And now, because we are so powerful, because we are so strong and implacable within ourselves, nothing can take away our peace externally. Now it will be time for us to see those revelations of a lot of those dark, heinous crimes that have been perpetuated on the planet. And that truth must come out so that we can finally acknowledge it, really see it for the contrast that it is, for us to finally put that to rest, and for us to then get beyond that. But that's why the illumination is coming out now, because so many in the collective are ready. They are ready to see it. They weren't ready before, but they will be ready. And even those who say that they're ready, they're going to be so horrendous and so disturbing that even many in the spiritual community who say that they're ready will be deeply affected by this. So those are those truths and those revelations coming out. The next card that's coming out from the Oracle of the Seven Energies, this is the Divine Matrix card, and it's a number 44, which is one of my favorite numbers because that's the gathering of the angels. Imagine that everything is possible. That's Penelope Dreamweaver. That's Penelope Dreamweaver, the visions and the inspiration. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything starts out as an energy of belief. The more we water it and feed it, and we believe and focus on it, then it starts to grow, and then it manifests. Often, it manifests in unexpected ways, but it must manifest. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience, you are still connected to it, and it remains dormant until you choose it. We manifest immediately across the veil, but it does take time because we're working with spirit in a co-creation for it to come on the earth plane. And many of those things that were supposed to come to us, the posse of angels are confirming this, were waylaid by about 2 years, 18 months. because of what went on with the Great Awakening. But they want us to know that our courageous dream is part of a tapestry of life, and we're being invited to be conscious of the pattern that we're weaving. Isn't it amazing to know that each one of us, has this inherent power, and we need to keep it alive and water it and help it to grow? We will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix because it is in every one of us. And all manner of miracles are waiting for us to lay claim to them. This is possible because you are divine and you are magical. Beautiful card there, Divine Matrix. So thank you, Posse of Angels, for those. Let's go to our tarot cards. Grab these and see what comes out. I hope you are not too stressed out during the holidays. I know lots of people come in from out of town and families getting together, preparing different menus and making sure everything goes well. But do remember that the holiday times are not about perfection. They are about love. They are about drawing loved ones near and holding them dear. Now, the Posse of Angels want to tell us that some are not with their loved ones, and some loved ones have crossed over in the previous year. So the holiday time is very difficult. They want you to know in those situations that you are never alone and that the angels are always by your side. The more that you can sit in quiet and draw your angels close to you and just to feel their warmth and their love and their caring and their compassion, and just breathe that in and take time for the healing, and take time for the grieving, and take time to know just how much you're loved. Also, in those quiet times, you just might hear or see a sign from your loved one across the veil, who they can't get through that energy of distance when we say to ourselves, they're gone, you know, dust to dust, that's it. Their physical form might not be there, but their energies are always with us because love never dies. And the more that we affirm this, then we start to pick up their energies as far as seeing signs from them and the messages that they give us. So let's go to the cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, first card that's coming out for us is the Magician. It's the 1 card. The card is a card of magic, of course, but these are magical times. Oh, and also we're going into Jupiter in Pisces, and that is, well, the days after or between the solstice, December 21st and December 28th, are magical times. But then adding to that is that magical time of Jupiter in Pisces, where we see expansion and prosperity and abundance and good fortune and all of those things. And the good fortune in us, again, is not things and necessarily money. The good fortune on the planet is that all this darkness is being revealed. So in order for us to build a new planet of light and truth and justice, this is you, because you are the alchemist. You have everything that you need to start this new year of 2022. Next card that's coming out for us. Oh, by the way, I am using my deck, which is the angel. Yes, that's me, Angel Ariel. This is my deck. Angel Healing House tarot cards, and hopefully it'll be available in 2022 and not way late again. So I will tell everybody when they're available for purchase. The next card after the Magician, oh, look at this. We have the Divine Masculine. Whoops. We have the Divine Masculine and we have the Divine Feminine. Wow. We have the Magician and the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess knows, the High Priestess knows that she gets her strength from her visualization, from her inspiration, from her enlightenment within, and it's from inside and these energies that she's then able to bring them forth on the earth plane. So this deep knowing, just like her counterpart may well be Penelope Dreamweaver, is dreaming our dreams into reality. So it's a very exciting time. Do take some time during this magical season and visualize and dream your dreams into reality, what you want for your 2022 to look like. Next card that's coming out for us is a breakthrough. Now, I know there's lots of snow and there's ice in the northern hemisphere here, but this is another one card. The Magician was a one card, and this is a breakthrough. This, they're saying that not only is this a breakthrough for us individually, as we go into 2022, we will see the tangible results of all of our manifestation and with our dreams coming into physical reality, but they're also saying this is a breakthrough for us as a collective to finally see tangible evidence of those horrific crimes against humanity, and for us to have that breakthrough moment, to be able to acknowledge it and to go beyond that. The eagles, they're pointing out the eagles there, and they're saying for each and every one of us to have the courage. They're also saying and asking me to repeat what I said on my Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio this previous week on Thursday, which was, yesterday. They're saying that you have been through this before in a previous incarnation. You've been through similar revolutions in which it was brought closer to overthrowing the tyranny that was imposed on us on the planet. And, I mentioned then some people went through the Spanish Inquisition, some people went through the Crusades, some people went through the Holocaust, ethnic cleansing, all kinds of things when they stood up their voice, to voice the injustice. This was but another revolution on the planet. And they're thanking you for coming back and incarnating and bringing your own special gifts of light to the planet. Now, next one. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, so we have the Empress. The Empress is the birthing card, is the bringing something into physical reality. That's what it is. And the raven is the card of the magic. So as above with the raven, so below. We're bringing all of that abundance. Look at that abundance in that card. The persimmon is the divine feminine abundance. The wheat is of course the abundance of food, and sort of the very pregnant Empress is about to give birth to something new. So this is that message that they're pointing to about visualizing and dreaming it into reality, and visualize those cities of light in which there are no wars. We don't have to fight for anything. Everyone on the planet lives in abundance and prosperity, and acceptance for one another. It goes so far beyond our beliefs and our health choices. It goes into respect for and honor for one another, because we consider that the sum of the parts is greater than the whole, and for everyone to live in peace and respect. So next card that's coming out is the Resurrection card. Wow, It's a very powerful reading. So far we've gotten one. This is one, two. That was an ace. Let me see. Three. So far, all but one have been major arcana cards. This one is the resurrection card. We are stepping onto a new path in 2022, and that path is the path of your making. So you might as well not compromise. You might as well not settle for any less than you so richly deserve. Start to dream and start to visualize what it is that you are going to be living in 2022. That's why our thoughts and our words and our feelings and our actions are so important. The next card is another major arcana card. This is brilliant. What a very important reading. This is the World card. We are ending a cycle here on planet Earth, and we are birthing a new cycle. And there's the laurel wreath. There's the laurel wreath of Mother Earth lifting up her arms and just being so happy that she's broken those bonds of darkness that kept her hijacked for so long, and her inhabitants hijacked for so long. Next card is another ace. We have the Ace of Wands. This is a new start. There's the butterfly transforming our lives. This is a new start for our careers, our visions, our ideas, and bringing in our soul tribe as well. They want me to remind you, those people that will support us in all kinds of ways and support our dreams, and for us to collaborate and to connect with others. There is the path again, that new path. It keeps showing up. And that is the Dharmic path. That's the Dharmic path that we will be stepping onto. There are the people that there's our soul family that we will be celebrating this with. And there's another three there. The other three was with the Empress card. Wherever two or more are gathered in that name, miracles happen. And haven't we gathered together either over the internet or combined our energies of light to bring forth this new era on the planet? And raise your cup and celebrate, because that's each and every one of us is but just a drop in the ocean. But if your contribution wasn't here, the ocean wouldn't be as grand as it is. And lastly, there's another ace here. It's the Ace of Cups. And there's another beginning. How many ones did we have? Wow. There's the one of the Magician. There's the one of the Ace of Swords. And then the Ace of Cups comes in. This is the emotional fulfillment. And each of us may be akin to that lotus. The lotus is one of the slowest opening flowers. But now we are at a time where it's opening in 2022. We will finally see all those things that we've been waiting for, and the light streaming onto our beautiful planet, and truth and integrity, and people taking action towards that. So there was one card. Okay, this card is Postcards from Spirit. And this card, thank you, this card popped out. And it says, I love these cards. They're just beautiful. At the bottom, it says, hope. It looks like hope floats, but it may not be that. I can make out the word hope, but it says, dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of everyday, moment to moment experience, thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed because joy is you. Joy is inside of you. Joy and happiness and fulfillment come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, lighting it in your heart so that you can share it. You must know this so when the time comes, you'll be fully free and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for tears and loss, for they mean that you have lived, really lived, and experienced everything. Jump into it all and love every single moment. And on the bottom it says, we all love you like crazy over here. That's lovely. So as we do every time, let's reach for our Making Magic cards. And let's see what comes out. So while I'm shuffling, asking the posse of angels, please make some cards jump. Traditions in the Hoff House. Traditions in the Hoff House is we usually spend Christmas with each other. Our families are flung around the world, and so we have the joy of spending Christmas with each other, and we have a lovely breakfast, and then we have a late lunch, followed by Christmas movies, and just enjoying each other's company, and most probably a game of Scrabble. I was thinking this year, maybe you get extra points if you do a word and you make a word that has something to do with the holiday seasons, like carols, or bells, or tinsel. What else could you use? Candy canes, one of my favorite. First one out. Is Dragonfly. You bring light to the world. Isn't that beautiful? I just spoke about that. Didn't this one match with that? You are joy. It's your joy and your passion and your enthusiasm that lights up the world. And whatever way you want to share that with the world is what you've come back to do. So I love that, Dragonfly. Reminds me of that movie Dragonfly with Kevin Costner. I haven't watched that in a long time. Maybe you can find that. Maybe we can find that and watch that again. Come on, posse of angels. Jump, jump, jump. Okay. You don't make it jump. I'm gonna. Okay. Spirit. Heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. And everyone has angels and guides. So if you are having a particularly hard time, or if not, but if you are having a particularly hard time over the holiday season, please do draw in spirit and just feel their love. Allow yourself to feel their love and their care and their caring and their concern and their healing. Open yourself up for their loving arms to go around you. And they've never left you. They've always been by your side. We can affirm that, the greater feeling of peace we have. Oh my gosh. And those just, hold on. Okie dokie. This one came out first. And just when I mentioned their arms, abracadabra with wings. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. Okay, so that is the Jupiter. That is the Jupiter Pisces magical time coming up, and the divine intervention that is coming in for the planet, for each and every one of us collectively. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. Merry Christmas to those who are celebrating. If you're not celebrating the holidays, I'm just wishing you so much love, so many angel blessings, and be well, Be joyful, and be joyful in the knowing that the light is won and that we are going into an extraordinary year. Please do connect with me on Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And during that hour, you can call in for a free mini angel reading. And I've been asked if Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio is going into 2022, and the answer is yes. So take care, everyone, and sending you so much love and, of course, angel blessings. Take care. Bye.